What is delegation? Why are so many nurses having problems with it? What is the secret sauce of delegation? We're gonna answer these questions today through the story of two nurses. Hello my charming friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Josel James and I give tips, tools, and strategies on how to cultivate charisma and communicate with confidence. The American Nurses Association defines delegation as the transfer of responsibility for the performance of a task from one individual to another while retaining accountability for the outcome. Delegation is basically telling other people what to do. Do it. And as we all know from life experience, no one likes being told what to do. So just like any nursing skill, there's a wrong way to do it and a right way to do it. This is the story of two nurses, Nurse Ramsay and Nurse John. Ramsay's been a nurse for 10 years and his lazy level is pretty high. This is Nurse John. He doesn't know a whole lot. He's a new grad. Skill level, fairly low. This is Theon. Theon is a nursing aide. Once upon a time, Ramsay, John, and Theon were all working together on the unit. Ramsay isn't busy at all, but he's feeling extra lazy. He just wants to stay on his phone and look at Instagram. So he asks Theon to do all his tasks and work for him. Ramsay doesn't care about Theon's other responsibilities or anybody else's work. All Ramsay cares about is himself. And then here's Nurse John, who still doesn't know a whole lot. John is getting really busy doing tasks and trying to take care of patients. He's just running around like a chicken with his head cut off. He was thinking of asking a more experienced nurse for help, like Ramsay, but Ramsay looked way too busy on his phone. And Theon's not available because he's busy doing Ramsay's tasks. So John can't have any help. He'll probably continue to drown, make some mistakes, and endanger his patients. All because Nurse Ramsay was feeling lazy and didn't know how to delegate properly. Fast forward 1 hour. Ramsay is furious. He doesn't like how Theon did the tasks. How could he not know the right thing to do? Now Ramsay will just continue on, going about his day, making everyone else's life miserable. The end. Moral of the story. Don't be like Nurse Ramsay and don't be lazy, because your laziness has a ripple effect for your coworkers and for your patients. So let's dig even deeper into the story of delegating and what it means in nursing. In 2012, the American Nurses Association published Principles for Delegation. So we're gonna take 3 of these principles and see how Ramsay violated them. The first one is, the RN takes responsibility and accountability for the provision of nursing practice. Basically, if Ramsay didn't like how Theon did the tasks, it's still Ramsay's responsibility. You can delegate work and tasks, but the responsibility and the accountability still stays with Ramsay. Ramsay doesn't take any ownership of his role. Take complete ownership of your role. Take complete responsibility for everything that happens to you. If a mistake was made on your watch, take full ownership of it. Even if it's not your fault, it's your responsibility to get handled. For example, if you got rear-ended and it wasn't your fault, it's still your responsibility to get the information, call the insurance, and get your car fixed. Stop looking for other people to blame. Only victims do that. Last time I checked, we're registered nurses, not registered victims. The next principle I wanted to review is, the RN directs care and determines the appropriate utilization of resources when providing care. Ramsay was just feeling lazy and didn't want to do work. This affected his entire unit. Everyone has a job and everyone has a role. And even if one of us slacks, then it affects the whole. It's easy to just think about ourselves. It's natural. But we have to acknowledge that we are on a team with limited resources. So before you delegate, make sure you're using those resources properly and make sure you're thinking about the team, not just yourself. If there was a secret sauce for delegation, it would be this last principle. The RN acknowledges that delegation involves the relational concept of mutual respect. You would think this is a standard concept, but not everyone follows it. It shocks me how toxic healthcare environments can be. Aren't we supposed to be kind and caring? Then how can we be so nasty to one another? Why is there so much lateral violence? Why do nurses eat their young? But we all know we can't control or change other people. The best thing we can do is to control ourselves. So use your control and don't be like Ramsay. Take ownership of your role. Don't be a victim. Use your resources wisely. And finally, drink that secret sauce and treat everybody with respect. Thanks for watching, and stay charming, my friends.